Question 16. Name a few techniques which assist in the decision-making process. Answer. Techniques involved in the process of decision-making. Gathering information. What are the factors that are responsible for a problem? Identifying the principles to judge the alternatives. What can be the alternatives to deal with an identified problem? Listing of different possible solutions. Generate ideas for possible solutions. Evaluating each choice on the basis of its consequences. Evaluating your standards and determining the cons and pros of each alternative. Determining the best alternative. You can choose the best from the predetermined alternatives. Putting the decision into action. Convert your plan into actions. Evaluating the outcome of your decisions and actions. This is an important step for further development of your decision-making and judgment skills. Question 17. What types of decisions are involved in management? Answer. Management decisions are dependent on various factors according to the level of management, board of directors or owners. A company's board or owners create a mission and write a mission statement for the internal and external audiences that they will never compromise with their standards and values. Top management. The management at the top has to convert the mission and vision into real achievements over the time. Of all the management levels, top managers spend the most amount time making decisions and plans. Middle management. After the top management is done with the decision making, it is up to the middle management to choose smaller plans of action that are put together to fulfill strategic goals. Operational management, also known as the first line management. Operational management is the level that is directly responsible to the employees as they choose their goals on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. Question 18. What is the difference between centralization and decentralization? Answer. Centralization is said to be a process where decision-making is in the hands of a few managers or authority is concentrated. Only one or a few people have the authority to make decisions. On the other hand, decentralization is a systematic delegation of authority at all the levels of the management of an organization. In decentralization, authority is delegated to different levels of management according to their knowledge and experience, and they have the power to take decisions at different stages. Question 19. What is the main difference between vertical and horizontal organizations? Answer. Vertical. The vertical organization structure is in a descending order from the top to bottom, where the chain of command is distributed and the person at the top has the maximum power. Horizontal. A horizontal organization has a team of employees working in the same designation and each person has predefined duties. These set of employees have similar lines of work with less defined chain of command. Question 20. What do you understand by the concept of departmentalization? Answer. Departmentalization can be understood as the dividing of an organization into different departments where the tasks are assigned according to the department's specializations in the organization. Question 21. What do you understand by job enrichment? Answer. Job enrichment can be considered a motivational technique that every organization uses in order to boost the morale of its employees. It gives additional responsibilities to the employees so that they manage their duties more by themselves. Question 22. What are the different types of management skills required? Answer. People skills. If you have the right people with the right skills, the output you will get from them will be more. So, managers have to give and receive constructive feedback to encourage continuous improvement. Time management. A manager should have the quality of being able to distinguish between what is important and what can wait. He should, accordingly, get into the proactive mode and should not be reactive every time. Project management. When managers have the skill of strategic thinking along with those of brainstorming and decision-making for any project, the end result that comes is always the best. Conflict management. Conflicts are a very common part of any organization, but its management gets difficult at some point of time. So negotiating skills in managers are always helpful for keeping projects and people on the track of achieving goals and objectives. Other skills. Stress management skills are especially important during the times of conflicts. Office management skills such as procurement, reporting, hiring and budgeting can also help keep things operating smoothly. Question 23. How do business policies help in business management? Answer. An effective business policy must have the following features. Specific. A business policy must always be specific in order to avoid difficulties in its implementation. Clear. Policies mentioned must be very clear so that there is no misunderstanding. Reliable. If the policies are reliable, they can be efficiently followed by the subordinate. Appropriate. Appropriate policies are always helpful in achieving the organization's goals. Simple. A policy must be simple and easy to be understood by all in the organization. Flexible. A policy should be flexible to apply so that it gets easier for the line managers to use them as per the scenario in a repetitive manner. Stable. If policies are not stable, they will create uncertainties in the minds of those who look into it for guidance. Question 24. What are the functionalities performed by lower-level managers? Answer. Lower level is also known as supervisory/operative level of management. Their activities include assigning jobs and tasks to various workers, guiding and instructing workers about the day-to-day activities. They are responsible for the quality as well as the quantity of production. They have to maintain good relations within the organization. They need to tackle the workers' problems and act as a link between the higher authority and higher level goals and objectives and the workers. They solve the grievances of the workers. They supervise and guide the subordinate. They are responsible for providing training to the workers. They prepare periodical reports about the performance of the workers. They ensure discipline in the enterprise and also act as a source of motivation for the workers. They are the image builders of the enterprise because they are in direct contact with the workers. Question 25. What is a BPM life cycle? Answer. BPM stands for Business Process Management. BPM life cycle is for continuous business process improvement. In this they capture the process in a structured way, then monitor and optimize the process. This cycle of process improvement repeats continuously throughout the life of the process. This introduces a culture of continual process improvement into the organization in a structured but easy-to-use way. Question 26. What are the different steps involved in the life cycle? Answer. Here the common steps that are involved in the life cycle are listed out. Model. Acquiring the business processes at the top level, making sure that the top level detail is correct without being distracted by the details of how it is going to be implemented. Execute. Instances of the process are launched and interacted with by the end users. Monitor. Measure the key performance indicators and process performances to understand where the inefficiencies in the process are. Optimize. Improve the business process and performance by reducing the inefficiencies identified during monitoring. Determine which changes will deliver the maximum benefit. Question 27. What are the different lenses that are given in a BPM suite? Answer. There are 3 lenses that are given in a BPM suite: human-centric BPM, integration-centric BPM, enterprise service bus, document-centric BPM, dynamic case management. However, standalone integration-centric and document-centric offerings have matured into separate standalone markets. Question 28. What is the difference between BPM and SOA? Answer. BPM stands for Business Process Management and SOA stands for Service-Oriented Architecture. BPM is related to business process and SOA is technical. BPM provides managerial roadmap for the integration of human-driven process with IT business solution. SOA provides a flexible set of design principles for developers which are used during the system's development and integration phases. BPM defines processes and sets goals, whereas SOA provides technological means to achieve those goals. Question 29. Why is departmentalization needed in an organization? Answer. Departmentalization is important for every organization as it helps in specialization, growth and expansion, fixing responsibility, bettering the customer service, performance appraisal, management development, optimizing the utilization of resources and facilitating better control. Question 30. What are the different bases for departmentalization? Answer. The bases for departmentalization are functional. It is commonly used as it offers certain advantages such as specialization, performance of activities, elimination of unnecessary activities, organization and control of important functional activities. Product departmentalization is important for product expansion and diversification when the manufacturing and marketing characteristics of each product are of primary concern. Geographical, territorial or geographical departmentalization is especially useful for large organizations such as banking, insurance, transportation, etc., as these are geographically spread. In-process departmentalization, processes involved in production or various types of equipments used are taken as the basis for departmentalization. Customer. The basic idea of this departmentalization is to provide services to clearly identified groups of customers.